life was ruined.
I don't think anybody cares anymore. Like I heard that too.
Yeah. But I know that it counted for my CCW in California.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay. Well, we are live for Galaxy's Edge Assault on Warden number 8.
And they give the award, and I'm pretty sure that guy won the award that year.
Oh, there we go. I was just talking to a buddy of mine in the Air Force. He's fairly new to the Air Force Special Operations world. He was an intel guy for the longest. Now he's air crew on a Special Operations Osprey, right? One of his buddies was sent over to Korea like a month ago. And I guess when he got there, they had to quarantine him just for corona concerns and everything. So they put him up in one of their really fancy hotels out there for 2 weeks.
Nice.
And apparently the captain and the sergeant majors just stopped by his room to see how he was doing. And when they came in, he was sitting on the bed in just his boxers, and he was just shoveling an entire pizza down his mouth. They were so shocked.
Go Army. Yeah.
Recoiled.
No, that's Air Force. Yeah.
That was Air Force, yeah.
Yeah, well
done.
One
night I pulled into a hotel, and the Navy was permanently staying there. And I was like, I was looking at all of them, and they were all fat. And I was like, wow, this is so weird. This would not have gone in my day. And I was like, I wonder if the whole military is that way. So last weekend I had to go to Arizona, and I had to stay at a Marriott, and the 101st is down there on a drug interdiction mission. And right now it's about 107 degrees in Tucson.
Oh.
And those guys, they had them PTing at 5:30 in the morning till 7 o'clock. They were all, fit to fight, tatted up, ready to go. And I'm like, oh, thank you, Army.
Lean, mean, fighting machine.
They were still doing it. I'm like, oh, because I was just afraid that it had gone all Navy. And then I remembered, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't care.
There we go.
Speaking of dogs in the fight, you guys want to do this live?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
And
I reached out to Christina, but I haven't gotten an answer yet. And
all right.
Well, if she joins. Let's see. We are live on the Galaxy's Edge podcast, pushing Assault on Warden, number 7. And we are here with James Warden. How are you, sir?
Hey, I'm very good. Thank you for asking.
And we are traipsing through a wilderness of ruin right now in a city, in a forest-like city with talking wolves and blue-headed women, which is exciting for Thumper. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, better than I deserve.
And then we have Clipper riding shotgun.
I still miss my Halligan tool, and my stripper wife is dead.
Oh, no.
And without further ado, we have Sergeant Balls.
Balls!
Balls.
Does my mic sound good here, or does it sound good here?
That sounds good both places.
Yeah, both.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
All right.
You both look and sound amazing.
Shit, I've been PTing hard this week.
What kind of PT have you been doing? Still CrossFit?
I did not go to CrossFit this week because Nicole had a bunch of stuff to do. So I amped it up, and I played with my new medicine ball a lot.
Oof.
Which did a lot of slams, a lot of sit-ups, twists. I lifted like no tomorrow yesterday. So every so often today, I feel like I'm having a heart attack. I'm like, oh my God. And then I look at like the shitstorm Twitter is, and I'm like, yeah, just die now.
There we go.
And then I'm like, oh yeah, I lifted all day yesterday. So just a lot of that, a lot of road marching. I'm thinking about buying, like a good vest, like a plate carrier, and marching with that, which I don't do. But I'm thinking about getting one of those flexible rifle armor systems. What do you think about that, Walt?
flexible rifle armor system.
Yeah.
Just the name alone, I'm going to need a few minutes alone.
Yeah, I know. It's 1700, but it's nice.
Yeah, those things are really nice, and I believe they come with level 4 plates, right?
Do you think that's better than just going straight steel?
100%.
Yeah, because you have the sap. Well, not really sappy anymore, but you have the heavy ceramic surrounding the steel underneath.
Yeah,
and it's I mean, why limit yourself?
I know exactly. With my M1 and a basic combat load of that, and then the flexible rifle armor system, I think I'm up to like around 200 pounds now.
So here's what people want to know. With everything going on and the kit that you're assembling, will you have a Solomon from Karen Travis's book, one of the robot dogs to kind of carry your extra gear for you?
I don't think I do, but what I have is a Nicole. And what she doesn't realize is I've been training her to kind of like get, all into it and everything like that. So she's convinced that I can buy her armor. And then I took her to the range and she got a little PTSD. So now she's all very much like, I'll carry and help you. Because I have a whole plan. You can get very stuck in the Southern California basin, and I don't want to get stuck. So if we have to move, I have a plan to do that. So she's decided to be my AG and carry everything, and I'll just be front side forward.
Is she like 90 pounds soaking wet? Come on. How much can she carry?
You would be surprised.
She's Portuguese. They have Portuguese strength.
Oh, all right. I understand the concept.
Yeah.
And speaking of Portuguese strength, James, how about a recap?
You betcha. The poor Legionnaires have gone far afield now. They had a simple task to do, go into a big spaceship, check it out, bring back some tech. They absolutely succeeded with that, but the sergeant heard about elves. And he'd heard about elves when he was a little boy, so he was fascinated with the concept. So he went searching for the elf on the ship, and he found it. And the elf had a problem. The problem was the elf has been on that ship for 45 years and wanted to go home. So the sergeant said, sure, I can make that happen for you. So they go down to a very troubled, very deadly level on the ship, the Starship Warden, and they go through a portal, and they wind up in a great big fantasy city. And it turns out that elf was a prince in that city. And the city had a horrible problem. It had a floating castle above it. The dragons would come out, swoop down, and grab citizens out of the city and fly up and eat them. So the bold Legionnaires said, hey, we have to help with this. So they got themselves a flying carpet, and they flew to the castle, and they went in the deadly castle, and it was the most dangerous place they'd been to in all their journey so far, and 3 of them died. And they found an interdimensional door. And they said, what the heck? We might as well go here because we aren't doing really good where we are right now. So they opened the door, and they found this destroyed city in a valley. And they're starting to check it out right now, and they're not finding pleasant things in the city. They've found some intelligent wolves who like eating human hands, and they found some robots, and they found some devices that were very deadly to try to deal with. And the deadliness, of course, comes from a brilliant flow chart that I did. I don't know if people can even see this. But anyway, it's a flow chart where you roll a 10-sided die to try to figure out the devices. And sometimes you figure out the devices, and sometimes the devices bite you. And so right now, you guys find yourself in the middle of the street, looking at rubbled buildings all around you, and you just have to decide where to go. You know that the 3 golden pelted wolfoids that you saw, they went north along the street. But you have to figure out where to go and what to do, which could include just leaving this deadly city and going somewhere else. But right now you're on Hyperion Avenue, and at the intersection of 10th Street. So now you have to decide what to do.
So in the last episode, we made it to the 3rd floor of that apartment building, and we got a bow from the archer's room, and we got a sort of a infinity gauntlet from the general's room.
Yeah, but you haven't figured out the infinity gauntlet yet.
Were we able to bring the robot with us?
The butler robot, he was loath to go with you. You were having a hard time convincing him, but you're pure-strain humans, and usually they have to do what you say, but you haven't got the right approach yet to have him be dragged with you.
I would like to try to find that right approach.
Okay. So that should be simple for you. All you have to do is roll that 10-sided die a couple times.
6.
You got a 6. Okay, the butler's paying attention to you, and his full concentration is on you.
I would like you to serve me.
No, that's not happening. I have to serve the master of this apartment.
The master of this apartment has expired. And as his legal heir, this apartment is now mine.
That's a really good approach, Nick. I have to say. Well done. Roll a die.
Pretty good. Yeah.
6.
You got a 6. He says, yes, sir. Where do you want me to go?
Just follow me and do as I say.
All right, fine. So you have a 9-foot-tall butler robot who will follow you and do exactly what you say.
How come stuff like that never works for me in Space Tijuana?
Walt, are you speaking? You're muted, Walt.
Sorry, I was just saying, how come stuff like that never works for me in Space Tijuana?
There we go.
Okay, so now we're back on the street to Hyperion, and
Yes.
the wolves went off to the northwest. Which way does Hyperion go?
Hyperion goes due north.
Due north. And what do we see to the north?
Oh, you see a couple miles worth of buildings.
Okay. Are there any buildings of interest?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. I mean, you got a couple buildings with plants sticking out the windows. You got a whole building with weird kind of fungus sticking out of every opening.
That building's been to Tijuana. Space Tijuana.
Yeah, right. And then, are the Legionnaires familiar with chariots?
Yes.
Okay, good. So you see a chariot pulled by 2 horses and 2 golden wolfoids coming down Hyperion Road towards you guys.
And if I remember, we don't like the wolfoids.
I don't
Trying
know.
to eat our hands.
You did discover they like eating hands. The butler told you that.
Uh-huh. And I would say to the butler, is there an armory in this city?
Well, yes, there are. There's several.
Could you lead us to the nearest armory?
Yes, I can. So,
Then do it.
okay, yeah, then do it. You will have to deal with the chariot and the 2 wolfoids as they bear down on you and they raise these weird crystal staffs.
I will shoot them with my crystal rifle.
Okay. So
Your Schwartz is bigger than that.
give me a 20-sided die.
I can't give it to you from here, James, but I can roll it.
Aren't you amusing? Yes, fine.
Would you accept a 6 on my behalf?
Okay. The rifle goes click.
Oh, damn. I know how to use this rifle.
Yes, you do.
Okay. Why did it go click?
It's out of ammo.
Oh, I will load it.
What are you loading it with?
I had 10 charge packs. That we took from the hunting.
Okay.
From the
All
hunting.
right, it's loaded and ready to go. Except, well, let's go with Clipper. What do you want to do?
Are they within reasonable range of my shotgun?
They're still kind of 100 yards away.
I'm gonna hold fire until they're within better range of my shotgun.
Thumper, what would you like to do?
Well, since we had that resupply and I got my lovely rifle back, I think my blaster, I think I'm going to open fire with my N42 heavy squad automatic blaster rifle.
Shoot a horse or shoot a wolfoid?
Oh man, be like Conan and shoot a horse.
Shoot the horse.
Okay, give me a 20-sided die roll, please.
All right. I got go away.
A 3.
3.
A three is a miss, my friend. That takes us to Croker.
We have to
But see, that's suppressive fire. That's suppressive. We're trying to get their heads down as a good gunner is supposed to.
Balder's getting in on the action. I'm gonna roll for my my N4.
Okay, very good.
$20-sided or 10-sided?
20-sided, please.
18.
18, very nice. You shooting a horse or a wolfoid?
A horse.
Okay.
Of course.
One horse goes down and the chariot flips over, and the poor wolfoids get spilled out of the chariot and seem dazed, which takes us to the good sergeant.
You gotta do it, Sergeant.
I always maximize my enemy's weaknesses.
No, you gotta say balls.
Balls. 15.
A 15 is a hit on one of the wolfoids. It glows briefly, and it stands up, which takes us to Clipper.
Clipper.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted. I'm going to unload on the nearest wolfoid.
When you say unload, what are you using?
My shotgun.
Okay, very good. So give me a 20-sider, please.
18.
Ooh, that's very nice. It hits the wolfoid, it glows briefly, and it stands up. So now we have 2 stood-up wolfoids that are leveling their crystal stabs at you guys, which takes us to Thumper.
All right, so I'm going to bring that handy-dandy N42 heavy squad automatic blaster rifle back up and try to do better this time and redeem myself.
Okay, you get a +2 just because of the way you pronounced your weapon.
Outstanding. So I'm going to roll my D20, and I got a 5 + 2 is a 7. Man,
Yeah,
I need to go back to the range, Sarge.
That's a horrific miss. Okay.
He's just laying it down out there.
You're not working it right.
Croker, it seems to be your turn.
Try and do the that thing where medics do no harm and violate it horribly because I'm a legionnaire. Shoot one of the what do you call it, the wolfoids.
Okay, shooting a wolfoid.
A 6.
A 6 is a horrible miss, of course.
I horribly
miss. And now it's their turn. The first one misses you all. The second one hits our good friend Clipper.
Oof.
No.
It's going to take 20 points of your 50 points of armor.
Okay.
Seems to be a big kind of energy shot, which takes us to Balls.
It sounds funny when you say it like that.
Okay, Sergeant, it's your turn.
I'm going to try to use my Infinity Gauntlet with my robot's help.
Okay, you have not figured that out yet. Are you really wanting to figure that out right now in the middle of battle?
Yes.
Okay. 10-sided die, please.
9.
Little red hash marks appear on all of your troops' foreheads.
I'll turn it off.
I've seen this show before. It doesn't end well.
Literally, he is on a hot streak of bad luck.
Well, I guess it all depends on how you look at it.
This is not the week, is it, Ron?
I need a percentile roll, Ronan.
All right, percentile 74.
74. Okay, thank you very much. 70. Oh, look at that.
James
Ronan.
Walt, that's the absolutely worst number you could have rolled.
Ronan, you now can burn things with your eyes.
Nice, because my N4 just blew up.
That could be it. Yeah. But now robots and computers don't like you.
But he's
This is going to make the current dynamic in the little family that we have going on here difficult.
Oh no.
Well, he's not giving orders to Thumper. Let's put it that way. Okay, so and here we are in the house. How long we staying?
So both wolfoids are dead.
Yes.
Can we keep the door cracked and listen to the flapping of wings?
There's no flapping of wings.
Okay, then I guess once there's no flapping, we'll move back out onto the street.
Okay, move back on the street. There's a pink dust all over the street that wasn't there before.
Can we use our scanner bot to analyze it?
Why, yes, you can.
Then we do.
It's high intensity radiation.
Huh. Like Fallout.
Yeah, just exactly like Fallout.
That's probably my fault.
But the great thing about our suits is that because they are hardened for space, they won't bother us.
Yeah, that's terrific for you guys. Let's all look at Thumper and see how he's doing.
Well, he's a robot.
He's a robot.
Yeah, he's a robot.
He's a Legion robot. He's trained to operate in.
Okay, he's not a Legion robot.
I thought he was. I thought he was the Warden.
No, he is an Olympic. He's an Olympic robot.
Well,
whole different deal.
Oh, but didn't they optimized him, right? Didn't they?
Yeah, well, they said they optimized him. We'll see what's going to happen. Hey, it's time for a percentile roll there, Thumper.
All right. This is probably going to end badly, but
Well, we'll see.
77. Balls.
Balls.
Okay, nothing happens yet. So now what are we doing? Are we walking in the pink stuff?
Sure.
Okay. Thumper,
I just got my man Bart's back, and you want them to shrivel up and die.
I need another percentile die.
76.
Okay, I can't do anything to you yet. So you continue walking in the pink stuff. You're all getting an uneasy feeling about this stuff as it sticks to your armor.
Nothing a nice shower won't take care of.
That's the hope, anyway.
I'm gonna ask the butler robot, like, does it have any idea what the weather is like?
The weather is always sunny and mild here.
It never rains?
Once a month on the full moon.
And how far away is that?
It's about 11 days.
11 days. So we could go back inside a house and hunker for 11 days and wait for the rain.
Or
we can continue.
I think we told those very special ladies that we would be taking part in the games in less than 11 days, didn't we?
Are we talking about the destroyed bikini ladies?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was just pillow talk.
Yeah, but I imagine with everything going on in this city, if we don't voluntarily show up, they might come and make us show up.
Let me ask the butler this. Is there an underground transportation system?
Well, yes, there is, of course.
Can you lead us to the nearest entrance to that?
You bet. He goes up about 100 yards, and he goes to 5 Street, and he shows you the stairs down.
So let's go down there, and then that'll take us out of the pink dust.
Okay, you go down there into the area. I need a D12 or a 2D6 there, Sergeant Balls.
I'll give you a D12. How about a 9?
A 9. Okay. Oh, look at that. All right. So, this creature comes walking up the stairs towards you guys. He has human feet, but everything else looks like a bear.
Okay.
I didn't realize we were in San Francisco.
And he's quite large. So what do you wish to do?
I'm going to hold up a hand and say, halt.
Okay. Okay, we do that. We get that. Halt. He's staring at you, Sergeant, like he can't believe what he's seeing.
It's probably the metal head.
Yeah.
Does anybody want to try to communicate with it?
Hey,
Let's
Fozzie.
Yeah.
Wave my hand. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Okay, so these weird tentacle things shoot out of its paws and latch onto my very good friend Ronan and your armor. And Ronan feels excruciating pain.
Can we do something about that?
Of course, we start with Sergeant Balls.
Pistol rifle.
You might hit your friend Ronan.
I'm willing to take that chance.
Okay. 20-sided die.
13.
13.
Plus
That's a miss.
my advanced head targeting.
Oh, there we go. That is a hit on the creature. He takes a bunch of damage, and all his fur turns black.
That's right.
Takes us to Clipper.
I'm going to pull out my combat knife, and I'm going to go try to cut the tentacles that are wrapped around Ronan.
Wow, what a great idea. I love that idea. That takes us to Ronan.
Can I try to burn away the tentacles with my laser eyes?
Ronan, we're here to have fun. You can do anything you like.
All right, I'm going to try that then.
Okay, give me a 20-sided die.
D20. 14.
14. You do tremendous burn damage to his black fur. Croker?
I am going to try to apply reverse medical aid with a knife.
So you're
also
attacking the
stabbing.
You're attacking the bear.
Correct.
Okay, very good. 20-sided die.
I love a 20-sided die. Yeah, apparently I'm really good with a rifle and really crappy with a blade. So a 4.
A 4. That's a total miss, of course. And then we have the robot. What do you wish to do, robot?
Do big things.
I wish to rip them limb from limb.
So what are you doing? Are you eating popcorn?
No.
Right, I am.
Well, Croker, I think you should share that with everybody. Don't we all agree?
I'll email you some.
Yeah. So how close am I to the robot?
28 yards.
28 yards. And how fast can this robot close that distance?
Well, probably less than 4 seconds.
So I will charge and attack.
Okay, and
my robotic teeth.
You're gonna bite it?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge and try to rip it limb from limb as I bite it. I'm gonna eat it.
Okay, so
Full feral. Savage even.
That does nothing. Which takes us to the creature who takes away 10 points of Ronan's hit points. And then it's Sergeant Balls' turn.
Sergeant Balls is going to hit it with his bionic fist.
Oh.
20-sided die.
Show him that all those bar fights weren't for nothing. No!
3. You're a miserable fighter, Sergeant Balls.
I'm only learning.
Yeah. Clipper?
I'm going to continue trying to cut the tentacles with my knife.
You are successful in cutting off all the tentacles so that Ronan won't take any damage this turn.
Yeah.
Takes us to Ronan.
I think we broke him.
Oh, God. Ronan, are you muted on your end still?
Gonna try to keep killing the bear with my laser eyes.
Okay. Give me a 20-sided die, buddy.
20.
Yeah. Oh, my God. You burn his head off.
Oof.
So well done. It falls to the ground.
He's probably going to need more than a Band-Aid for that.
Probably.
I'm going to ask the butler robot what this was.
A monster.
Your powers
it
of
have a name?
observation are astute and astounding.
Thank you, the robot says. I try so very hard to serve.
Does it have a name?
I don't know it if it does.
I can't imagine we'd be able to ask it what its name is anymore.
No, those days are done.
Yep. All right, continue on our trek.
We'll head down into the subterranean darkness.
Okay, no, it's well lit actually, and
I
it's
want it to be dark.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not dark. It's really well lit.
We could hold our hands over your visor if you
Well,
want.
this is some apocalypse game.
Yeah.
You know, I thought the apocalypse would be a lot darker, but
I know. You guys haven't even got to the apocalyptic part yet. So, a lot of stores down here and a great big monorail track.
So lots of people?
No people whatsoever.
Oh, that. Well, what's instead of the people?
Well,
Stores.
Oh, okay.
Can you tell us the names of the stores?
Yeah, I can, I suppose. There's a blanket store. There's a Baskin and Robbins store.
anybody see a Radio Shack?
There's a pretzel store. There's a Jello store. There's a Klondike bar store. There's a glasses store.
how hungry were you when you designed this game?
Can we
Well-
can we break up for a few hours and randomly search for artifacts?
Why, of course you can. Every single store has lots of artifacts. Every single one.
Does the team want to do that or continue on to the computer app?
Let's search for artifacts, stuff we can take home to boss people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I need new pants to fit over my robot legs.
That's no. Your pants work just fine. The robots were quite careful about that.
Except for everything for like keeping his original legs.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
would
they
have
didn't-
been real nice.
They didn't think that was necessary. They were all filled with alien parasites.
I like my alien parasites.
Well, maybe, but the robots didn't.
I make a habit of collecting them on every leave.
Oh,
Yes.
well.
Everybody won but Thumper. He went from being G.I. Joe to Kindle.
It's true.
Well, Croker didn't even get on the table, the big chicken.
Yeah, well, I'm going to keep my chicken legs exactly the way God intended. Or
Uh-huh.
Oba intended.
There we
What are we
Check
finding?
out my Destro head.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
So,
If you have the metal head that you have right now and the jacket that you're wearing right now,
Yes.
you would so be Destro.
I know. In fact,
Uh-oh.
let's just make.
this could be bad.
Uh-oh. There's plotting afoot.
He's trying to do something. I wager he cuts himself off from the rest of us. That's what I wager.
Sergeant Destro.
Destro!
Oh, no.
First he beats
Okay.
Disney in court, now he beats Mattel.
It's probably more socially acceptable than Sergeant Ball.
No, Mattel, G.I. Joe was Hasbro.
Hasbro.
Yeah.
It's
Yes.
a joke. Just go with
Now
it.
it's MGM Hasbro now. And I tell you that for reasons that I can't tell you.
Uh-huh. So you're in this great big store, and it's filled with glasses, different types of spectacles, with all different devices attached to them.
I will examine an interesting pair.
Okay, and you put it on. Do you put it on your head?
Yes.
Okay, give me a 10-sided die, please.
The number that you wanted.
4. That is the number I want. The sergeant starts screaming, "He's blind! He's blind!" Rips the glasses off, and like his eyes are like bulging red.
Even though they're metallic or cybernetic?
Yeah, exactly.
Damn. Try and fix them.
Okay, what are you gonna do?
Medical stuff.
Yeah, okay. Let's do a little role playing, Thumper. Crocker. That's why we're here.
I am going to take out one of the medical sensors that comes with my extremely expensive Republic Legion kit, which I'm sure they paid the highest bidder to fabricate.
Yeah, exactly.
And try and assess the damage to his eyes.
Okay, it turns out he has real eyes, not metal eyes. And it looks like he's
gypped.
Yeah, Dolores will love this.
Yeah, actually, Sergeant doesn't feel like talking to Dolores anymore. Something has drastically changed.
All I'm saying is she's gonna love my attachable robot parts.
There we go.
I know it went weird.
So anyway, his eyes are like he suffered a white light to blast his eyes, and they're swollen and nasty. You can definitely take care of that.
I will definitely take care of that.
Okay, so in about 2 hours, he says, you'll be fine and you can see again.
I'll sit down and be quiet.
Yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, we've heard that before.
That is never happening, ever.
Never.
Okay, so are we going to a different store?
No, we're going to wait for Sergeant Balls to have his eyes back, and we're going to sit down, and I'm going to eat a power bar.
Oh, a power bar from the power balls you brought with you.
Well, it's part of the kit. You get like
I
what do you
understand.
call it?
Rations.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They're
Okay,
not
so
iron rations. They're Duracrete rations.
Oh, God. Is that the way they come out?
Yeah.
So, what kind of disability claim do you guys think I'll be able to get for losing both my legs?
Probably 10%, 5%.
you might get a Purple Heart for those legs. Come on.
What they're going to say is not service connected. Next.
Ooh, ouch. Okay, so while you're sitting there trying to look innocent, this comes at you. Where are you? I know you're here. A great big vehicle drives up to the store and opens its vehicle door.
Inside the subway?
Inside the subway system, yes.
What can my cybernetic robot Terminator eyes tell me about this vehicle?
It's a Jiffy cab, and it'll take you anywhere you want in the city.
Is it on the actual monorail itself? Or
Nope.
Oh,
It's on the sidewalk.
Wait, wasn't there a Jiffy cab in Total Recall?
There was.
Does it have a robot pilot?
Did you just go to the movies and be like, this would be a great idea?
Yes, it does indeed have a robot pilot. His name is Ed.
Can we all cram in and go to the central computer hub?
You can easily all get in.
What if we do that?
Okay, so is that what we're doing?
Yes.
yeah. Oh.
Sure,
Okay, we
why
all
not?
get in. And what are your instructions to Ed?
Kroger, I'll let you handle this.
Oh, this is going to go well.
Computer core.
Yeah, we need to get to the city computer core, and do me a favor. Don't stop and pick anybody else up.
That's probably a good idea. But there's 5 of them in the city. Which one do you want to go to?
The main one.
Sergeant Destro.
The main one.
The main one. Okay, it's going to take you there.
The one to control them all.
The most expensive one.
Yeah, really. Okay, you guys go to L1.
So we can break it.
I know.
Oh, I'm gonna blow up so much stuff.
Okay. All right, so you come to this building. It's a nice modern looking building with great big nice doors and no windows. It's a solid walled building. And the Jiffy Cab says, "Here's your destination. Thank you for the ride."
Why don't you stay and wait for us? We'll be going somewhere else after this.
Okay.
Sweet, we got a ride.
Is there anything you want while we're here, Mr. Robot Ed? We could maybe bring you a present.
No, it doesn't use presents.
Okay.
Do you want us to plug you in somewhere?
No, it's good. It's
And
on
you use
broadcast
like
energy.
like a wall charger or something.
No, broadcast energy.
You know, you should probably monetize that, Ed. You could probably make a pretty penny. Are we going in this place or not?
We are.
Let's go.
James, can you give us a description of the building?
Well, yeah, it's like 2 stories tall. It's kind of a brick building, but it isn't really brick. It's just a substance that looks spongy, but it isn't metal and it isn't stone. You can't tell what it is. And there's a great big set of double doors, and you go up to the double doors and you open them up, and the building is filled with a plant.
Nice.
I'm going to go to the robot butler. What kind of plant is it?
You have no idea. You've never seen a plant like this. It's all pink and spiky.
Let's just toss some flamers in there and clear our way.
Yeah.
Set the building off.
I'm going to shuck out of my armor.
Oh, this
Okay.
can't be good.
Oh boy. Oh god.
This is like when he.
stripping.
Oh god, this is like Space Tijuana all over again.
Sergeant
Destro.
And then I'm going to power blast the plant.
With your jewel.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So you blast away, and the lightning goes into the plant, and then it comes out and does 20 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
Well, that's garbage.
That plant must be rubber, and you're glue.
Whatever I do.
I'm gonna go to a not near the doorway.
Yes.
Just like another section of wall, like maybe 20 feet or so down.
Yes.
And I'm gonna use that special box that the skipper gave me with the button on it. I'm gonna put it on the wall and press the button and turn around.
You want to open the wall?
Yes, I'm gonna open the wall.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The wall opens right up.
Nice. Hey, what's on the other side?
Plants.
More plant? Okay, so it is everywhere.
So, does anybody happen to have a flamer explosive grenade?
Well, we could get some defoliant, right? I asked the butler.
Yes, we can go get defoliant. We'll have to go to the store.
Does it? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, does it look like the plant climbs all the way up into the next parts of the building?
Oh yeah.
Ugh. All right, I guess we're going to the hardware store for some weed killer.
Have the butler lead us to the defoliant store.
Why not just take the cab?
Yeah, it's a long walk.
I guess
get the car.
We'll take the cab.
You're going to get in the cab and go there?
Yes.
Okay, you have to go to Mars and 7th Avenue.
Okay.
So it drives. Then it stops because 2 Egyptian chariots with wolfoids on them come driving down the road, filling up the highway. And they aim their power stabs at you guys, and they start blasting. So the first blast completely destroyed the front of the cab.
They must have heard about us.
I roll from the car and power blast them.
You love using that power blast, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so and
everything is a nail.
You will hit one of them, but you also lose 5 of your own hit points.
I'm cool with that.
Okay, and one of the wolfoids falls to the ground, which takes us to Clipper.
I'm gonna bail out of the car as well. Are they within shotgun range?
Just barely. They might not be in range, but you can't quite tell.
I'll let fly with a shot anyway.
20-sided die.
20.
Oh my God! You blow off the head of one of the wolfoids. Right. Takes us to Ronan.
Try to shoot the other one with my laser eyes.
Oh, laser eyes! Too far away for your laser eyes.
Aren't they both dead anyway? One was killed by Destro.
There was 4 of them.
Oh,
two chariots. Yeah.
Take us to Croker.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Pull the trigger.
Okay, you know what to do.
10.
That's a miss.
I love a miss.
Takes us to the robots.
I am going to, when in doubt, charge ahead. and see if I can't acquire some weaponry from them since I have nothing naturally.
Well, they do have power. Two of them have dropped power staves,
And that's
but
what I'm
there's
going
two
for.
left, and they shoot. They shoot at you, of course. The first one misses abysmally. The second one misses abysmally.
So I'm drawing fire for my mate. See, I'm still the sab guy.
Yeah. The robot goes. Go ahead.
All right. Do I get within range to grab one of the fallen staffs?
You can definitely grab a staff, and then
All
it's
right.
time for you to roll several 10-sided die, and everybody hopes for the best.
All right.
Whatever you do, don't roll a 4.
All right. So, and I got a 5.
Ooh. A little red targeting light appears on the sergeant's forehead.
I'm going to see what I can do about that.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Ooh, that's pretty good. You can turn your staff off if you want.
All right. I want to see if I can keep using it, learning how to shoot these baddies.
Okay.
A 3.
Okay, you power blast the sergeant for 25 points of damage.
He's got a metal head. He can handle it. Can I keep going?
Are you keeping going? Really?
Yes.
All right.
My metal hands, I just got them back. They will not be gracing somebody's
Okay.
plate.
Do not roll. Let's see. I'll tell you what you don't want to roll. You don't want to roll a 1 or a 9.
I got a 7. That's outstanding.
Okay, you can aim it and fire it now.
All right. I'd like to aim it at the wolfies.
Okay, don't roll a 2 or a 3.
Another 10.
A 10. Okay.
No,
You
no, I was asking what dice to roll. You
Oh
said-
yeah, 10-sided die. I'm sorry, I should have been
And-
clear.
I got a 2.
Oh, that's not good. You do 20 more points on the sergeant's body.
How much? What was our starting hit points? How much? was it?
100, sir.
Ooh, I'm down to like 55.
Hey, we got a doctor that'll fix you up. Best medic in the Legion.
Exactly.
All right. I'll keep shooting if you let me. Otherwise, if you want to let someone else join the fight.
You got 2 more 10-sided rolls. They could be really bad on the sergeant. I don't know if you want to do this.
A 10.
Okay. Are you rolling it? You got a 10?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just rolled
yeah.
a 10.
Okay. That will do that. Okay. So you can increase the intensity of your shot.
Oh, frickin' standing. Now, if I could just learn to shoot the right people, I'll be in money.
Okay, now if you got one more try for this 24-hour period, and if you get a 2 or a 3, the sergeant is in deep trouble.
A 4. You made it, Balls. You
I
made
like
it.
how he doesn't even hesitate. He's like, and I already rolled a 4.
Yeah. How many times have you said you're okay with that?
At least I said it.
Yeah, really.
You see, he's just taking cues from your leadership style.
I know.
I'm the leader.
Both wolfoids are dead.
Outstanding.
Okay.
Can I teach my my teammates how to fire the wolfie weapons too?
They get +1s on the 10-sided die roll if they wish to try.
Anybody? Bueller?
Yeah, I'll
Bueller?
try.
Outstanding.
Ronan's trying? Okay, Ronan, roll me a 10-sided die. Whatever you do, don't roll a 1.
2.
Targeting hash marks appear on your robot friend's head. Now are you gonna continue rolling?
Go for it.
Can I turn it off?
You can't turn it off yet. No.
All right. Just gonna have to keep going with it then.
Okay, so whatever you do, don't roll a 1 or a 4.
2.
A 2, another 2. Okay, so there's a countdown on your staff, and it's counting down from 10, and the hash mark is still on the robot's forehead.
Our very own original, Naked and Afraid.
Try to turn it off. This countdown probably isn't good.
You don't know how to turn it off yet.
I do. Just bring it to me.
Yeah, the robot can turn it off, and he does. Okay, that was fun.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but except now we're walking, unless we want to bring riding chariots.
I could.
Let's ride the chariot.
Oh God.
Only 4 of you will fit. There's 5 of you. Oh,
I'll run
the
beside you.
robot can run beside him.
Yeah, and Destro has robot legs.
He does. He can run very fast if he wanted to. Okay, so we get in the chariots.
I might ask the medic to heal me.
Yeah, that'll do.
Okay, so what are you using?
Med kit.
That's good for 50 points.
That's great.
Now
So you have 95.
How many of those do you have, buddy?
I just refilled at the station, so that'll put me down to 9.
Okay, excellent. All right, so you guys are on 4th Street already. Do we want to go east or west?
Do we roll to figure out how to drive the chariots, or are we good?
You guys are good.
Is the cab, is the driver deactivated?
Oh yeah, that whole thing is ruined.
Well, let's go get some pesticide and clear this building out.
How about our robot butler? Can you tell us which way to go?
Where do we want to go?
We're going to the store to get defoliants.
You want to go to Mars and 7th Street. So you want to go west.
And let us go west to Mars and 7th.
Okay. So you go down a great big mile to Jupiter Street, and you can continue on. I'm assuming you're continuing on.
You are assuming right.
Okay, and then you get to another 4-way intersection, and it's Mars that goes north and south.
And where is Mars and 7th?
You're on Mars and 4th right now.
We will head up to Mars and 7th.
Okay, so going south, you pass Mars and 5th and Mars and 6th. And there you are at Mars and 7th. It seems to be a great big open air marketplace with a bunch of primitive looking robots manning the stands.
Aha. How about we leave Ronan with his devil eyes here to guard, and the robot butler will take us to the defoliant stand.
What's Ronan guarding?
Well, mainly robots don't like his red eyes.
Okay.
So he's not really guarding.
So you're going into the marketplace.
Yes.
And there's a lot of fresh fruit, a lot of vegetables, a lot of food for not for sale, for giveaway. And then you come to a technical area, and there is bags, 100-pound bags of plant defoliant, or there's special sprayers.
We'll take the sprayers.
Okay, how many?
Can we ask the robot how?
They're quite large. They're about 4 foot tall with a spraying mechanism, and you pump them, and then it sprays out a liquid that is guaranteed to kill plants.
What's the coverage for the average container?
40 square yards.
So what if we each grab 2 containers?
No, they're pretty hefty, but because you're in your armor.
We can just load the chariots up and walk next to the chariots.
You could. Is that what you wish to do?
That's a great plan.
Okay. 2 6-sided. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was going to, because I have my Terminator body, I was going to grab whatever they were grabbing, plus 2 of the bags of plant defoliant.
Oh, okay. That sounds good to me. What a great idea. Clearly executive thinking.
Must be that higher level programming.
Must be. Okay.
I did upgrade my CPU. Croker, you could have joined us.
Ooh, okay. So, coming up Mars Street from the south, you see 3 10-foot tall white rabbits with swords at their hips.
Hoops.
And they're bouncing. They're bouncing up towards you guys.
Oh, this can't be good.
Would Ronan spot them first?
No,
because he was at the entrance to the bazaar.
He's north of these. He's probably 200 yards north of them, and then there's you guys.
Are they aware of our presence?
They sure are.
Do they seem aggressive?
Well, they're hopping faster.
Are they
Power
hopping
blast.
angry?
Are they the same robots we faced on the?
No
Warden?
robots. These are rabbits.
These are rabots. Well, Sergeant Destro would like to power blast them.
Oh boy.
Okay, you're gonna lose 10 hit points if you do it.
Okay, that sounds cool.
We're
Okay,
developing
so
quite the reputation.
I know. 20-sided die there, Sergeant. Yeah, your gem cracks into 1,000 pieces.
Ooh.
Playtime's over.
Yeah, really. Okay, and the robots are 50 yards away. We start with Clipper.
Sarge, we shooting at these guys?
I think they're going to do us harm.
Okay, then I am firing my shotgun.
I think
Actually,
also from our
I need to
previous-
reload it. I actually finished a mag off, so I have to reload my shotgun.
we encountered creatures like this in another metaverse, and they turned stuff to rubber.
It was terrible.
Oh, that's right, they did, huh?
And you guys
Forgot
are
about
all
those
in those
guys.
fine Legionnaire uniforms.
Yes, I sense the GM wants to get rid of those.
Which takes us to Croaker.
Hippity hoppity, get off my property. I pull the trigger.
Pull the trigger and
18.
ooh, one of them glows and they're still hopping towards you.
That didn't have the effect I desired.
Which takes us to KTF 101.
I would like to use my enhanced programming to aim slightly better than yon unuplifted croaker and fire with my my doggy stick.
You're using the staff of power.
I am.
I like how
Okay.
easily JR embraces full savage. Immediately starts calling people unuplifted.
Yeah, really. Okay, 20-sided die.
A 2.
What the hell?
At least I hit them.
Yeah, really. The staff falls apart in your hands.
I was too strong for it.
Too strong for it, which
The
takes
crux
us
was
to
strong with me.
Ronan. You see the boys down probably 100 yards from your position, and they're firing down at something in the distance. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna go down there and try to help out and figure out what's going on.
Very good. You run down there. Takes us to Sergeant Destro.
Crystal rifle.
Ooh, the crystal rifle. Okay, 20-sided die.
7, but with my advanced targeting head.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you hit one and it glows, and then its fur starts to burn.
Yeah.
Clipper.
I fire my shotgun at the same one that he just hit with his rifle.
Okay,
15.
15 is a hit. You get his chest all woundy and bleeding.
Sounds
Ronan.
like it.
The only good hoop is a dead hoop.
Ronan.
Is there any more left alive?
You're right there. Oh yeah, there's 2 of them. They're all alive. They're all still coming at you.
Just
They'll
one's,
be at you guys as soon as you're done shooting.
one's a little more burny than the other one.
Yes.
Laser eyes.
Laser eyes. Okay. Give me a 20-sided die.
Laser
10.
eyes.
A 10. That's a horrible miss. Croaker.
I just want to point out that coming from Facebook, Kenneth Foster says, Sergeant Destro, we need to hear the go phrase you guys formulated for yourselves, like light them up or make a hole. Do we have a go phrase?
We do. It's burn them all and let Oba
God.
sort them out.
Let God decide. There we go.
Oba loves the infantry.
I'm going to shoot the one I shot before.
Okay. So it's all burny and nasty.
I got a 15.
Yeah, definitely. That's a hit. And then the robot.
I am going to fire. No, I can't fire my staff.
No, you have no staff now to fire.
Is there the dead one that's all burning? Is he within range for me to grab his weapon?
You could definitely grab his weapon.
Can you hit him
All right.
with a stop sign like an axe?
I don't see a stop sign, but I see his weapon. I will grab it and go.
Okay, well, we'll see about the go part right now. 10-sided die, please, my good friend. Whatever you do, don't roll a 4.
All right, I got a 10.
10, very nice. Okay, you know that it's a cartridge weapon and that it's ready to work.
All right, point and shoot. Let's get these bad boys.
Okay. Roll again.
Another 10 it is. All right, I got a 6.
6 takes you there. Okay, so you know how to aim it, you know how to shoot it. Now roll again, but whatever you do, don't roll a 2 or a 3.
So, of course, I got a 7, naturally.
Naturally. That's quite funny, actually. Okay, you shoot it. It hits one of the rabbits with a bunch of weird pellets, and the rabbit turns bright green. Oh no!
That was not expected.
Now I have to see what happens to the rabbit. Okay, that happens. Doggone it. Well, you've mutated the rabbit. You should be pleased at that.
I will uplift it.
Oh God!
It will become a god in its own pantheon.
Oh no!
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Okay.
Do you want Savage Wars? Because this is how you get Savage Wars.
Savage Wars: The Second Coming.
Okay, so your robotic body is frozen in place, which takes us to, let's see, the rabbits. Okay, the rabbits would reach out to the robotic body. The rabbits do not turn your body into rubber. Takes us to the sergeant.
Crystal rifle.
You might hit the robot.
16 plus advanced targeting.
He's okay with that.
He does not care.
That's just his new. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. That totally destroys a rabbit. There's one rabbit left. Takes us to Clipper.
Shotgun.
You might hit the robot.
Well, does a 15 hit the robot?
No, it hits the rabbit. Takes us to Ronan.
Laser eyes.
Laser eyes, okay. 20-sided die.
You know, every time he says laser eyes, I can just feel like a disco ball dropping and spinning.
5.
I'm seeing Superman's heat vision myself. And got a 5. That's a total miss. Croaker.
You know, for someone whose weapon is based entirely around looking at things, you sure do miss a lot.
Squirrel.
Yeah, really. Exactly.
Not calibrated right.
I got 2 things on that die. I got a natural 20 and a cat.
Ooh, what's the cat?
It's the Murdertron 101. If I hold him here long enough, he'll mess me up.
Oh, I see. Gotcha. Okay, and the rabbit dies.
All right, I'd like to loot the rest of their cartridge armor ammo. Okay,
they each have a great big belt of 20 shots.
So 4 times 20.
Yeah.
All right. So anybody else coming up to ask us for directions?
Not right now.
That would be good for them.
I know the non-uplifted have to eat. How might these rabbits taste?
You're a robot. You can't eat anything.
I said the non-uplifted. I'm uplifted.
Yeah. They've been eating power bars.
All right. So are we taking this defoliant back to the shop?
I think that's the plan.
Let's do that.
Let's
load up the
chariots.
Let's drive it like we stole it.
It's still a long walk, though. I need 2d6 from the sergeant.
Or a d12.
Yeah, whatever. Except a 1. A 1 will be difficult for me to use.
How about a 5?
How about a 5? How about... Oh, look at that. One of my favorites. Okay, so you're going down 4th Avenue, and way in the distance you see 2 very tall humanoids, and they have blue skin and 2 heads each.
Are they like that girl that we killed that was Cliff?
Are they?
They're both female. They look very much like the girl.
Like
And
cinnamon?
they have the exact same weapon that the sergeant uses so well.
I didn't
The
know
jewel on
Cinnamon
the
had
boob.
sisters.
Yeah, really.
Are they aware of us?
Not yet.
Maybe we should hide because we're not on good terms with it, being that we whacked their queen.
Maybe.
Oh, I did
What?
more than whack their queen.
It wasn't their queen.
I think she said she was, didn't she?
No, she did not say that. Okay, so you're going to get into a building?
We're going to duck into a building.
Oh, this is the fun part for me.
Otherwise, it would be awkward. We've all been there.
We've all been there.
Oh, that was your sister.
Oh, look at that. Okay.
Maybe it's okay. I always loved you more anyway.
So you go into this very empty building, except for the 10-foot tall pile of red flesh in the middle of the building.
What? All right, I'm going to take a handful of the plant defoliant that I got in my bag.
Yes.
I'm going to toss it out towards this pile of flesh and see what happens.
Okay, so the part where the defoliant hits gets a little streaky, but it doesn't do much else, and it begins rolling towards the group.
Oh no!
Well,
Infinity Gauntlet disintegrate.
20-sided die.
Oh god! Not while we're in the room with it.
17
Yeah.
plus targeting.
Oh, 17 is wonderful. You hit it right square in the middle, and it bores a great big hole through it, and it continues flowing towards you. Next round, it will be on you all. So we're going to start with Clipper.
I'm going to chuck an incendiary grenade into it.
Okay, some of the burn will splash back on you guys.
You guys cool
Will
with
or
that?
might?
Well, it's kind of hard to tell.
Well, then it would be might.
Okay, it's
Ooh.
might.
If you could tell, it
Wordsmith.
would be will.
It almost definitely does with an 8.
Oh, look at that. Yeah. Okay, that takes us to Ronan.
Let's see.
Fire eyes.
Do I still have any of that staff? Can I try using that? Or...
Did you pick up a staff, Ronan?
Yeah, and I tried using it, and then there's a countdown. I was like, oh shit, let's go away for now.
So are you going to try to use the staff?
Yeah, fuck it.
Okay. Give me a 10-sided die. Don't roll a 4.
4.
7.
Oh.
7. Okay, you know how to fire it. You're going to aim it right at the blob of meat and fire.
Yep.
It's all about
Okay.
the blob of meat.
Give me a 10-sided die. Don't roll a 2 or a 3.
A 4.
A 4. That was very well done. Okay, so a blast of energy hits the blob of meat and seems to stun it, which takes us to Croaker.
Yeah, I don't want to be engulfed in flaming meat. So,
Come on, I bet
Crazy.
you've had that happen before.
space, Tijuana, we've gone over this.
Yeah.
I am going to save myself for my lovely 20% interest Space Trans Am and dive out the window.
Okay, you're gonna go out the building then, right by the creatures with the blue skin.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Yeah,
You guys
okay.
see this before?
KTF 101.
He's muted.
He's
broke.
muted. Okay.
I'm going to grab another handful of this plant defoliant and toss it on the blob of meat.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be doing anything. Now you realize that blob will be on you next turn if you do that action.
It was stunned, though. The blob was stunned.
I
It
thought
was stunned, yes.
But it's still approaching us even stunned?
I didn't say it stopped moving. I just said it was stunned.
Then I'm grabbing my stuff and skedaddling after Croaker.
Okay. Sergeant?
Follow me.
Ray.
Okay, 20-sided die, buddy.
5 plus targeting head.
Yeah, that's a miss. That's a horrible, terrible miss.
My targeting head.
And the weapon clicks empty.
Ooh, that's not good.
Clipper.
I'm going outside to meet the strippers. So
Okay. and Ronan.
When in doubt, frags out.
I mean, it worked the last time, but you used the power staff again.
Yeah, 20-sided die.
7.
Okay, that's another big hit. And there's another big hole in it. Now, these holes that you're making don't reform. They just stay as holes. And the thing seems to be stopped. So,
Hey guys, I think this is working.
well, we only have you and the sergeant in the building right now. Everybody else left.
Only studs need apply.
Yeah, right. So, Sergeant, what do you wish to do?
I will put in a new charging cube and pull the trigger like a madman. With my Robo hand, which probably means I can get off more shots because I'm fast.
I won't let you get off more shots, but normally I'd make you load, and that would be all of your turn. But you are a cyborg now, so I guess you can shoot once. 20-sided die.
6 plus targeting head.
You hit the bottom of it, but you don't seem to do much.
Okay.
Which takes us to Ronan.
Shoot power staff again?
Yeah, you bet. Ronan, we're here to have fun. You can do whatever you want. Did you get a what?
A 4.
Yeah, that's miserable. Okay, so outside are my 3 good friends, and the two Orlans come up to you, and they look at you, and Croker rolls a 20-sided die.
I love rolling a 20-sided die.
I know.
An 18.
An 18, okay. You get a mental resistance. So mark that on your sheet. 5 of them, and it increases your mental resistance. Takes us to the robot KTF 101. Roll a 20-sided die.
Can they mess with me mentally if I'm a robot?
Oh, yes, they can.
My CPU is hardened. I got a 19.
That's disgusting. Okay, that's
Hey, but at least he hasn't been made naked today.
yeah, or knocked out, actually.
Or dead.
Yeah.
It's a big day for KTF 101.
So you make a mental resistance roll. So that's 1 of 5 that you want. And Clipper.
15.
You got a 15. You also make a mental resistance roll. So that's 1 of 5. And they seem to be just standing there looking at you with smiles on their faces, which takes us to the good sergeant.
Blast it.
Okay, 20
Do I get 2 shots now?
No, you only get 1 shot. But you shoot at the beginning of the melee round, which is a big advantage in this game.
Okay, 16 plus targeting head.
Yeah, that's very nice. You put a huge hole in the mound. Ronan.
Let's see, what grenades do I have? Because I feel like
You got fragmentation, you got heat, what you got smoke.
fucking. It's close, but hey, I'm just gonna toss a frag.
A fragmentation grenade, okay.
I'm sure that's going to go well.
Yeah, I know.
See if you can land it inside the meat hole.
Wouldn't it be nice? Yeah, wouldn't it be nice? What did you roll there, Ronan?
6.
6, okay. So,
Definitely
10
not in
points,
the meat hole.
10 points on the sergeant and 10 points on you, Ronan, and damage. Now, Sergeant, are you keeping track of your damage like you're supposed to?
Yeah, I got healed, and now I'm down to 85.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. So that takes us outside to Croker.
I click off the activator and let the spoon fly off of my concussion grenade.
Now, before you launch that grenade,
oh no, I'm going to hand it to the 2 blue ladies.
No, they know exactly what it is, and they don't want it. They say, "Don't do that." You hear that in your head. Don't do that.
You know, if I had a nickel for every time a woman has told me that, I let it fly.
Yeah, as Legionnaires, we're immune to women.
I am not. I am weak.
You'll never make specialists.
The good sergeant has become immune to women, which takes us to KTF 101.
I'm going to bring up my shiny, brand new projectile weapon that I stole from Hippity Hoppity
And they
Fire.
raise their hand. They raise their hand and say, "Don't do that in your mind."
I mean, I don't like their blueness. Cinnamon left a bad taste in my mouth. I'm gonna try to fire anyway.
Don't you talk trash about cinnamon.
Yeah, really. Okay, you
No,
shoot away,
Dolores.
and all the ray energy stops before it hits their chests, which takes us to Clipper.
I'm gonna just lean up against the wall and say, "Hey, ladies, you ever met a man that's blown up a wizard?"
Ooh,
Oh God.
they're very impressed, and they walk right over to you and like caress you lightly.
Yep. There goes your life force.
Takes us to the sergeant in the building.
What's the quivering mass of flesh doing?
Right now, it seems to be stunned.
I'm gonna shoot it again.
Okay.
6+ targeting head.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
no, that's a 2d6. I'm sorry. No wonder I'm not rolling well.
Oh, no wonder.
No, now I rolled a 5. So
That, of course, is a miss. Good old Ronan. Go ahead, buddy.
Is it still stunned?
You don't know.
Keep trying to back up and shoot it with my power staff.
Okay. Shoot away.
20. What?
Oh
A
no,
one. Yeah, okay.
Ronan,
The sergeant.
you were the Lord of Ones today.
Yeah, I know. The sergeant takes 20 points in his back,
fuck.
and the staff breaks into 100 pieces.
We've got a lot of blue on the blue today. That's all good on the sergeant.
That did not work well. That did not work well. That takes us to the Orleans outside, and they're very impressed with Clipper, and they say, "Come with us." And they try to lead you away.
Oh wait, it's not my action, is it?
Yes, it is your action.
Oh, I say, yeah, I got to show you something real quick first, though. And I pull out the special breaching bar and I smack one in the face with it.
Now, that's not very nice.
Now, does it open up her head like it's supposed to?
Well, it's going to open up one of their heads, and then the other one's eyes glow. And what is your radiation resistance?
1 second.
5d100.
14.
Wouldn't it be nice? Okay. Good old radiation resistance. Alrighty. Okay, you fall over dead.
Oof.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Probably shouldn't have done that. So you'll become a robot as soon as we're done with this melee. So you might as well be KTF 102, Flipper.
Why did he die?
The radiated energy from the other head's eyes hit him in the chest, and he got a D result.
And what is a D result?
Death.
Oh man.
I know.
This is why we
Well,
can never keep good
No,
recruits.
I'm not going back to the Legion with this amount of dead guys.
Listen,
Oh no, really?
Listen,
He's
listen.
a robot now.
I've died before. I'll be fine.
Yeah, really. That takes us to Ronan. No, not Ronan. It takes us to Croker. Now you saw Clipper attack the Orlan and crush one of its heads. The other head attacked in anger. Okay, and then the other heads probably attacked too and really tore up the body. Something fierce on Clipper. So what do you wish to do?
Well, you know, if they can't see me, they can't shoot me.
You're able to turn invisible now?
No, I have a concussion grenade.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'm gonna light that concussion grenade off.
Okay, it might affect the robot.
Wouldn't the robot have hardened senses against it?
Nope.
Sergeant Destro, are you okay with that?
No, he's not there. He can't help you out.
Yeah, but we have Elcom. All I got to do is talk.
Yeah, I don't care about your Elcom. He cannot help you out here.
All right. I'm gonna light it off.
Okay. 20-sided die. Whatever you do, don't roll a 1 or a 2.
17.
Ooh, very nice. The other Orlin falls to the ground unconscious.
Mm-hmm.
Which takes us to our good friend KTF 101.
All right. So, what is around me that I might use as an improvised blunt force weapon?
The chariot.
Nothing.
Or
The chariot.
or the big canisters of plant food, plant killer.
Clipper's
There
dead
is-
body.
So I'm going to walk up to the head of this downed and stunned Orlanian woman, and I'm going to throat stomp her.
Ooh, throat stomper. Okay. You kill her for sure.
Ow, frickin' standing. The Legion way.
Which-
KTF.
Yeah, okay. So what does KTF 102 want to do?
Well, everyone's dead, right?
No.
No.
you.
The enemy is dead.
Just the usual suspects. You and I are dead.
Yeah.
If there's nothing to do, then there's nothing to do.
Okay.
There's no one to kill.
He stands there looking good. Which takes us to the sergeant.
I'm going to deploy a thermite grenade and drop it on the quivering mound of flesh.
Okay, which takes us to Ronan.
I'm just going to try to ask Sergeant Balls if he wants to break contact, because I don't think we're going to stop this anytime soon.
Copy that. Let's
break
do it.
contact. Okay.
Let it just eat the thermite grenade and we're going.
So you're running out of the building.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So there you are outside. Clipper is dead. The KTF 102 unit has activated.
Okay. And what about the blue women?
They're dead.
They're dead. Okay. Well, what happened? And then I'll get up to date.
Well, they have crushed bodies. Then they talk. Croker talks about the battle and what had to happen. And
I do
so
it
you're
exactly like the guy from Ant-Man, where he goes through like all the non-essential information until he gets to the one piece of information he actually needed.
Yeah, really. And we find out that poor Clipper died from a big blast of radiation from the eyes of one of the creatures.
That's bad. Okay, well, we
That
mourn
is.
and put him on a shield and we move on.
Okay.
And strip his equipment. Does his armor fit me? As a
No, of
Terminator?
course not.
Well,
No,
we give all his equipment to KTF 102.
Yeah, what a great idea. Okay, here you are on the street. You want to go east or west?
Well,
Back
we
where we
want to go back the way we came.
So you're going east. Travel down the street, travel down lots of broken buildings, lots of weird plants sticking out of the buildings, lots of strangeness. You walk for several miles until you're back at L1. You're back at the building.
All right, we'll take our plant defoliant and start spraying our way in.
Oh,
Okay.
Sergeant. Save your portable spray and let's do the what we can toss with the powder first.
Sure.
So I'm going to toss a handful of what I got in the bags.
Okay, you don't have hands anymore, of course.
I have robotic hands. I'm Terminator.
Yeah, no, you have talons.
Right. I will grip it with my cupped talons then.
Yeah, okay. So you get about a quarter of a pound.
Outstanding.
They're not really made to grab powder.
I'll still toss it into the under the green plants.
Okay, you hear a sizzling noise.
Is it making a noticeable difference or just sizzling?
Not making a noticeable difference.
All right. I need someone with big meaty paws. Croaker.
Why's it got to be me?
You don't like a bonky.
Is there anything on the street like a broken fender or a trash can lid or something like that we can improvise into a shovel?
You know, the maintenance robots come out every night and clean the streets perfectly.
This is the worst apocalypse ever, other than that whole coronavirus in 2020. I'm going to grab, is there a car on the street?
No.
Grab
How
a
about we
stop
use-
sign and then bend
How
it.
about we use Clipper's old bucket?
Oh,
Clip.
I feel bad about doing that.
Or we can use Sergeant Destro's old bucket.
Oh, you don't wear your bucket anymore?
I wear mine. But can the robot wear a Legionnaire bucket? I don't think so.
No.
All right.
We'll use Clipper's old bucket.
Okay.
Start pouring it on.
And you're going to fill up the bucket and heave it into the door.
Yes.
Okay. And the plants kind of wither and turn brown.
All right, we'll clear the first room doing that.
Okay, you clear a great big open area in the first room.
What do we find?
A big open area in the first room.
Let's keep going until the powder runs dry.
Yeah, we're just going to clear the whole facility out.
Okay, so when you get to the back door, a great big purple tentacle comes out of the door and slaps down on KTF 102.
Oh, friction standing.
Pins it to the ground. So it takes us to Sergeant.
Yes. Disintegration ray on the tentacle.
You might hit the good old robot.
All right, I'll hold my shot to see if somebody cuts it.
Okay, Ronan.
Yeah. Let's see.
Ronan's having trouble deciding what to do. He's never seen a gigantic purple tentacle attack anybody before.
This is why, so he's okay.
Just laser eyes.
Laser eyes on the tentacle. You might hit the robot.
The robot will be fine.
Oh.
Okay. Don't roll a 1 through 4, whatever you do.
13.
Very good. You start the big tentacle starts burning, which takes us to Croaker.
Yeah, keep throwing plant stuff at it.
Okay. Takes us to KTF 101.
How am I within range to grip it with my my bird-like talons?
Absolutely.
I am going to rip it limb from limb.
Well, you're going to attempt to rip it limb from
I am a KTF trained Olympic robot.
Oh, God.
I will do this. I am uplifted. I am a god.
No
So
delusion of grandeur there. So give me a 20-sided die. Whatever you do, don't roll an 11.
I have a 14 because 14 is the right answer.
Okay, it is, yes. You start ripping into the tentacle. Now, as you rip a chunk of the fleshy tentacle up, underneath there are these great big fanged jaws that you've uncovered, which takes us to Sergeant Destro.
Sergeant Destro is going to spray it with the sprayer.
Okay. Takes us to Clipper.
I'm gonna use my claws to start cutting away at the tentacle.
Oh, okay, 20-sided die. Don't roll an 11 or 12.
I rolled a 12.
Well, there we go. You take 20 points of robotic damage on your body. Your body takes 75 hit points. Which takes us to Ronan.
Laser eyes again.
Okay.
Laser eyes.
Oh.
We're rolling a lot of 12s lately. Okay, that starts a great big fire on the tentacle. It's moving in pain and anguish. Croaker.
With the anti-healing pain and anguish.
Okay.
Since the squirty juice didn't do much, I'm going to apply more KTF in the form of my N4.
Okay, shoot away.
An 11.
11 hits the tentacle and severs a great big chunk of it, and it comes off of Clipper. So now you got this bloody tentacle squirting juice all over everywhere as it moves around from the doorway. KTF 101, what would you like to do?
I'm going to pick up the detached tentacle and start beating the rest of the tentacle with its own arm.
So
Okay,
you're beating
that
a tentacle with another tentacle?
Yeah, that's what he's
Absolutely.
doing, yes.
I think I saw that movie one time and I was damaged.
It doesn't
16.
it doesn't seem to be doing anything at all. Sergeant Destro.
It was a 16.
Since the tentacle is no longer attached, can I get a clear shot?
Yes, of course.
Disintegration ray.
Okay.
5 plus my targeting head.
Yeah, that misses abysmally. It's a clipper.
I'm gonna walk up to it and shove the end of the defoliant spray into the mouth and start pumping.
Oh, look at that. Okay. And Ronan.
Do I see eyes anywhere at all?
No, of course not.
Oh, I can't laserize the eyes. But I'm gonna try to go for like the main portion of the body with my laser eyes.
Okay. 20-sided die. Don't roll a 1 through 4.
3.
You take 20 points of damage
Oof.
from the strain of using your eyes again. Okay, so here we all are. The tentacle falls down dead on the floor. It had gone through the open door.
Can we check what's on the other side of the door?
Of course you can. Plants.
Defoliant.
Okay, and you start clearing that area, and it's you clear away an obvious computer chamber, and the computer panels are still working, and once you clear most of the plants, you hear a voice that says, "Oh, thank you very much for helping my systems."
You're welcome. I too am a brother robot. Let us kill.
I am, of course, and superior to any robot.
You are not uplifted, and you are not a god. There's no way you are superior.
And you know what? KTF 101 turns off.
Got your uplifted right here. You hear that? You hear that Windows crashing ding in the background?
I'm going to say to the voice, I'm going to say, thank you. Our robot has been having problems since it was damaged in the fight with some other plants.
I'll be happy to reprogram it.
Well, first off, can you tell us about yourself?
Yes, of course. I am the town controller.
So you control all of Pittsburgh?
I used to control it all. Now I only control a couple blocks.
I see. Can you clear the rest of this facility with defoliant? Do you have any sort of defensive capabilities?
None.
So we would have to.
I can turn off robots.
You can turn off. Are there other robots in this facility?
Yes, of course. There's 4 security robots trapped in the closet.
There's more plants and everything still that need to get cleared, right?
On the 2nd floor, yeah.
We could. We've got defoliant sprayers. I bet we could just hook up the liquid defoliant to the fire suppression system and have it pump it through that.
Ooh, that would be wonderful. I would owe you a big favor if you do that.
Brilliant idea. Let's do it.
Okay. And it wakes up KTF 101 just because it feels like helping you guys out.
Okay.
He's not a very good model, KTF. I can increase his programming significantly.
And what would that do? What would that do to him?
It'll make him much more durable and much more reasonable.
Could you repair my power gem?
No.
Oh. Could you replace it?
No, but you can go to the Olympic Village and they'll replace it.
I see. Okay.
I blew that up, so.
How could we link all the computer systems together in the city to control the city once more?
No, that would take a very long time. I have controlling systems that you could drop off, but many of the computer hubs are controlled by wolfoids.
And then what would we be able to do once we did that?
Well, I could control the repairs of the city much better.
And then we could probably eject the wolfoids and the Orlans, right?
Well, that would be very difficult to do. They have quite the power base in the city.
They don't seem to have good intentions.
They don't. No.
Yeah. What other factions are here?
Oh, there's lots of them. There's the Baroids. There's the Cougaroids. There's the Plantoids. There's the Rabbitoids. The red ant colony is very vicious.
And are there any humans?
No.
So what do I look like?
You are a human, yes. You're not part of the city, though.
Yeah.
I'm standing in it right now. So if I'm the only human in the city, does that make me in charge?
Yes.
So if we were very pro-human, wouldn't just going ahead and destroying the city be the way to go?
I don't know. You have to make that decision yourself.
Yeah. Is there a way to destroy the entire city?
Yes, of course.
How would we accomplish that?
You'd go down into the subway system, and you'd activate the nuclear engines, and you'd have them overload.
Right. And then how long would we have to escape?
28 minutes.
And how could we escape in 28 minutes?
Well, you could take a Jiffy cab.
Can you call a Jiffy cab for us?
Yes, of course.
What do you guys say about that? Like, if we want to sort of advance and restore human culture, we nuke the city.
So basically what you're saying, Sergeant Balls, is that we are taking over this for ourselves, or we're taking over this for the Legion?
Well,
we are the Legion, and the Legion is us.
I think it's more of a question of, like, if there's no humans here and there's basically creatures that are bad intentions, then why don't we just go ahead and do away with the city with them in it?
What if there's people with good intentions in here? Do we identify them and get them out, or do we just carpet bomb and hope for the best?
Nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
I don't mean to sound biblical, but what are the chances there's anybody here who has any good intentions?
Well, you know, we have been tried. Somebody did try to mind control us, set us on fire. There's all sorts of tentacles everywhere. I'm kind of seeing your point on this.
Are there any groups here sympathetic to humans?
Since there's no humans, the answer is negative.
Do you know of any human settlements within the surrounding area?
No, I only know this area.
I see. Okay.
Is there any satellites still in orbit that are working?
No.
Well, that puts a damper on things.
Nuke them from orbit. It's the only way to be sure.
Where are the city's most fantastic weapons?
In the Olympic Village.
Oh, okay. Well, we've been there. I don't know. It's kind of a group call. Do you want to save the city or ruin the city?
Ruin it.
Damn
well,
robots.
in the spirit of
OTF 101.
100% blow the city up.
Yeah, I mean, this city has not been very nice to us. And we are the Legion, and, like, if we don't leave it in smoldering ruins, have we really left our calling card? Have we really made that Legion impression?
Just think about all the resources you're giving up.
Oh, there's a whole planet.
But think of all the tribute and glory.
Okay.
What a mushroom cloud. Think of what a mushroom cloud says about your skill set.
Yeah, really.
Mm-hmm.
Nuke it from the subway. It's the only way to be sure.
So is that what we're doing? We're tracking down this this center so we can blow it up?
Yeah, I would say that let's blow up the city. That any human, and we're humans, that come to this city are probably going to be hurt by these creatures. So
okay,
let's do it for Johnny.
for Clipper and Thumper.
Yeah, really.
Okay, so we asked the computer to call us a cab.
Okay, call us a Jiffy cab. It's right out there for you.
Okay, we asked the robot butler to clear directions to the nuclear engines.
Okay, he takes you to the closest underground monorail system.
I did want to ask the computer if we needed any kind of pass keys or anything.
Well, naturally you do.
Yeah. Could
You don't need a pass key. You've got all of my shit that can open up doors.
Yeah. Could the computer give us those?
No.
Why not?
It doesn't have them.
Who has them?
The engineering headquarters.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll just rely on KTF 102.
Okay.
He's like a master key.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so you're getting in the cab and you're going to the nearest subway station.
Yes.
And you go down into the subway station. Then what are you going to do?
We look for the entrance to the nuclear engines.
You don't find them.
What does my robotic eyes and CPU sensor processor brain tell you?
There's just the monorail rail that goes east and west.
What about the rail cars?
Well, when one car comes, it's an automatic system, and it does have a little nuclear engine.
All right. Let's just start with the rail car. Blow it up first.
Well, I asked the robot butler where we were supposed to go.
It doesn't know.
I thought it got directions from the computer.
Yeah, from the computer.
Why would you think that?
Because I asked it to give it to you.
You did not.
I did.
No, you didn't.
Okay. So there are I'll ask the robot butler. So there are nuclear engines that run this city.
Yes.
Where are those located?
I don't know for sure, but I'm imagining somewhere along the monorail system.
Okay.
Can I rig my LCOM to call the computer?
I don't know. Shall we see?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, just a second. I just happen to have this sheet you can roll on.
Oh, God.
Give me a 10-sided die and don't roll a 4.
Targeting hashtags appear on everybody's head.
Have I used that one a little bit too much?
No.
A 10.
A 10. That's a very nice roll. Okay, you think you can connect to the communication system of the city?
All right, I do it and call up the computer.
Nah, it hasn't happened yet. You got to roll a bunch more for that.
Oh, God. All right, I hit it again.
Okay.
6.
6. That's good. Okay. You're connecting into 5 different systems. You're not sure which one you need.
God, I could really use the original Clipper right now.
Wouldn't that have been useful?
An 8.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, you got it down to 2 systems. One, you're pretty positive will call Wolfoids to your exact location, and the other will connect you to the main ship computer, main city computer.
Another 8.
Okay, you attach to the main city computer. What's your question?
We need directions.
Directions for what?
Well, since I can't get a pizza anywhere in this place,
yes, you can. There's a pizzeria here.
Do not tell me that. I will do very bad things to you. Listen, I need directions to the nuclear power plant.
Have you ever had an icing glazed pizza? They're just the best.
You're not winning any favors for yourself.
Okay, so it gives you exact directions to go along the monorail system until you get to a great big chamber halfway down the what would that be? The section of the monorail terminal. So it's about 1.5 miles down.
All right, let's do it.
We will do that.
Okay, so you're walking down there, and then that takes about I want to say it takes 12 minutes or so to get there.
Okay.
Then you're in this great big computer complex again.
And is there a station, a terminal that we can activate?
Several.
Do we see any doors or secret doors?
Nope.
Or, and what did the computer say? That it was here?
Yep.
Okay. Who wants to try to activate the computers?
Don't we got robots for this?
I will KTF the computer.
Okay, what do you want?
I will KTF the computer. I have
And
spoken.
you attach into an intelligence far beyond yours.
I am uplifted. I am a god. All will bow before me.
Okay, and you are turned off once more.
I'll go ahead and talk to the intelligence.
Yes, human. What would you like?
I would like to access the main nuclear engines.
Okay, and it shows you this very nice computer holographic image of the nuclear engines for the whole city.
Okay. We would like to go ahead and overload those.
Are you sure?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Does it start? Can you show me a schematic?
Yeah, it can show you a schematic, and it has started the process. 28 minutes from now, there'll be a huge nuclear explosion.
Make it future.
Continue and do not stop until the explosion results.
Okay.
All right, let's head back to the quickie cab.
Well, you have a problem.
Uh-oh, I knew there would be one.
KTF 101 is too heavy to move.
Can we turn him back
What
on?
about KTF 102 picking him up and moving him?
Oh, that can happen.
Yeah.
There we go. I'll pick him up and move him.
Okay, so that's going to use up 20 minutes of your 28 minutes
Of doing what? Picking him up and moving him?
to get you to the terminal, the monorail terminal.
Okay, we're gonna make for the cab.
Okay, that's another 4 minutes. You have 4 minutes left.
We're gonna tell the cab to exceed every speed limit and do not stop for anything, and get us as far away from the city as you can.
Okay. So it heads down Jupiter Street, down south, and it gets just out of town, and its power turns off, and a great big rumbling happens, and behind you, you see a nuclear cloud. Now, this is not good news for you guys. So let's see how we're affected. So we'll start with Sergeant Balls. Please roll a 20-sided die, my friend.
A 10, a nice, solid, dependable 10.
Nice, solid, dependable 10.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Destro.
Now roll a 6-sided die.
A nice, solid, dependable 2.
Okay, now roll a percentile die.
A nice, solid, dependable 19, which, if you've ever read The Dark Tower, is the perfect number to get.
I know. Okay, so you pick up this mental mutation. You're no longer human.
Okay. Many would say that I never was.
Including his ex-wives.
Including, there it is. Okay, so let me read this to you real quick. This allows the mutant to be subconsciously aware of what any opponent intends to do. This results in adding 1 point to the hit die roll that you roll.
Okay.
And you can never be surprised.
I don't see any downside.
All right, that takes us to the roll. Okay, it takes us to KTF 102.
20-sided?
Yes, sir.
All right. 12.
Oh, 12 is good. No effect for you. Ronan. 20-sided die, please.
16.
16. 1 to 6, please.
Ruh-roh.
Oh boy. A 5.
A 5.
That's
Percentile
right.
dice, please.
A 6.
A very nice 6. Oh, look at that. Density control. This allows you to shrink down. Oh, you're a robot. You can't have density control.
Hey, the Vision had it.
Yeah, I know. You can't.
Ronan's not a robot.
No. Roland's a person. Thank you very much. Roland's a Legionnaire. So you can shrink down, and the more you shrink, the better your armor class and the heavier you are.
Oh my God, he's a combat dwarf.
He can be. Yes, he can. Which takes us to Croker. 20-sided die, please.
This is why we can't have nice things.
I know.
17.
Oh, that's the very pleasant roll. 6-sided die, please.
Oh God. A 6.
Okay. Percentile dice, please.
You know, this sounds like that one time I was at that car dealership. 34.
34, my good friend. Oh, look at that.
Remember,
Heightened
you're doing it for her.
yeah, really. Heightened intelligence.
Oh, that can't come in handy at all.
Oh, my. So every time you're mentally attacked, you must tell me that you have heightened intelligence, and good things will happen.
Like,
and last,
I finally get that pizza?
Maybe finally, yes. Last but not least, KTF 101, roll a 20-sider, please.
I think 102 has to roll too.
Okay.
Oh, no, I already did.
No, he rolled and didn't get affected by the radiation.
Oh, okay.
I got an 8, and you will find that it's the perfect answer for enhanced servos.
Thank you. 6-sided die, please.
Outstanding. I got a 4, which is also the right uplifted answer.
Percentile dice, please.
Good thought.
Good thought. Good thought. 9.
A 9.
Apparently, I didn't good thought it enough. Maestro was not happy.
Oh, look at that. That's not good. Electrical generation. You can shoot lightning bolts from your claw twice a day.
You know, Dolores used to do the same thing.
That was just because, well, you know what? We're a family-friendly show, and we'll move on.
I guess. So we're in a valley, and we've completely destroyed the city behind us so that it's a big pool of lava. And
So,
napalm in the morning.
No loss.
Yeah, right. Many people are going to mourn the loss of that city, my friend.
Does this make us winners of the Olympic Games?
Yeah, no,
Yes,
I don't
it
think
does.
so.
I mean,
As you-
technically, every other contestant is now dead, and we're alive. So,
Yeah, so we
you
win.
know,
There you go.
by default.
Did the boat drive get away?
We win by genocidal annihilation. I'd like to add up all our experience points for devastating the entire city.
Yeah, you know, that's great. Too bad this system doesn't use experience points.
Oh man, I'd be a nice warlock.
At least. At least. Okay, so here we are in the valley. What do we want to do?
Well, what are
what
our options?
Well, this is supposed to be fun, so you can go anywhere you want and do anything you want. Many people would be amazed that you blew up a city.
Why would they be amazed that we blew up a city? We made the planet safe for mankind once more.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
We made America great by getting rid of Pittsburgh.
There we
So let's
go.
ask the butler what is there to see and what is there to do.
The butler doesn't seem to have any power whatsoever.
What if we plug the butler into my power bank so I might share my chargeliness?
You can do that, but you don't think it'll work for very long.
And I feel like that there might be some sort of obscene hookup. That I'm not
Well, it identifies as female, so we're okay. So if I do that, might it give us answers, Sergeant Destro?
I think we're going to have to find our own answers.
Man, both the bots are horny.
Yeah, really.
All right, well then, which way, Sarge? Which way?
West, because the West is the best.
West it is, my good friend. Into the mountains.
Why does that sound ominous?
I know. I should foreshadow with dark thunder clouds and driving rain as well.
You could have given him a
Dun,
name
dun, dun.
too, like Into the Mountains of Madness.
I could, but you don't know the name yet. You got to find that name from people who are in there.
Okay.
If you ever get to talk to people.
Without shooting them.
Well,
Into
you
the
guys-
mountain- into
you
the
guys
mountains
have
here.
Intensity to shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah,
Well,
but
let me
that's
ask
not
you.
our fault because you said everything in Gamma World is dangerous. So operating under that assumption is just best to shoot everything.
Yeah,
So-
what a great idea. I support that plan.
So Clipper has some high-powered explosives. Might there be a volcano we can activate to finish what we started?
Oh, easy clap. I can take care of that.
Oh God.
I guess the
No.
question we would have to ask ourselves is there a way back to the Legion?
There's always a way back to the Legion, even if we build it.
Even if we just established the Legion here.
In the
There we
forgotten
go,
ruins of
yeah.
World.
Well,
Legion-
we need to find some kind of Stargate.
Legion Camp number 1.
Or maybe a starship. Maybe there's a starship. Is there a starport? Maybe we could head to Houston. Maybe we
Ooh, a
could.
starport, like the one that you destroyed in the city.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Sergeant,
Well,
we
if there's
can,
one, there's many.
That could be. So what are we doing? We're going west into the mountain.
Yeah, looking for something to shoot.
All right. The mountains get higher and higher and higher and higher. Oh, purple grass ahead of you. What do you want to do?
Defoliant.
That's nice. How much defoliant did you carry with you? You wouldn't carry all the cans that you took.
We'll say we carried 2 cans.
Okay, 2, and you start defoliating.
Yes.
Okay, so that's an excellent idea. You spray the defoliant on the purple grass, and the purple grass does wither. But then, in the bare patch of ground that's left, as the grass turns to dust, these very large clawed worms start creeping out of the earth.
dinner.
I'll ask Ronan to burn them with his eyes.
Laser eyes.
Is that what you're doing, Ronan?
Yeah.
Okay, Ronan, you take 20 points of damage using your laser eyes from the eye strain. How much you got left, buddy?
I think I have about 50 left. 50 points.
Okay.
And I rolled a 20.
Okay, you kill 11 of the 28 clawed worms.
17 left. We can handle that. Those odds are in our favor.
Here we are.
Disintegration ray.
Okay. So give me a 20-sided die.
A 2. But with my targeting head.
Yeah. You don't kill any of the bugs, but a great big chunk of earth falls away, and you reveal a hatch.
Hey, cool.
Balls.
Destro. Secret underground lair. Let's finish up these worms and open up the hatch.
How you finishing up the worms?
I throw that open for the group suggestion.
Well, we just fire and go.
Tear him to pieces, KTF 101.
I will.
Mhm.
I will utilize my 2 times a day lightning bolt out of my talons.
Oh, that will kill all of them.
This is the way.
So this is a great big room.
Extra points for KTF 101.
Look at that. You're going to enjoy this very much.
You know, how come you
Is
say
it
that?
an extended adventure? Should we stop here and pick up next week?
We can do that. Yes, that's probably a fine idea.
So
Okay.
do you want to tell them the story of the using minis to measure the orcs?
I don't remember that story.
You were talking about using miniatures when you played with Gary and how it settled.
Okay. So, well, in the very beginning, Gary would play Knights from the Round Table, which was pretty cool. And he used a miniatures table, and he got so that he wanted the knights to have agendas. So that Lancelot was always looking for the toughest creature to fight. And Sir Gawain was always looking for the holiest thing in the area. And King Arthur was always looking for something worthy to take on, and he was constantly searching for dragons. And that's the only time that Gary really used miniatures a lot. But that led to role-playing. If Lancelot wants to fight the toughest guy, how is he going to do that? How is he going to make that happen? And so that's how they kind of slid into the role-playing idea.
That's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
What night did you play, or did you come after?
I came, well, when did I came in 74. He had made the rules in 73. So I was a year behind that. He was still doing miniatures battles, but he wasn't doing it role-playing wise until Storm Geschütz and Sorcery, which is a pretty famous game where German SS troops storm a castle in Europe and find trolls and elves and wizards. That was a fun battle, I'll tell you.
That sounds just like Forgotten Ruin.
It does, yeah, it does. Except they don't know it's technology.
I remember reading, I think, that article in Dragon Number 2.
Yep, you did.
That's the Dragon Number 2.
Sure.
What a great concept.
It was a great. I was one of the Germans, and it was my brilliant idea to use the smoke grenades when the cleric hit us with the insect plague.
Because the smoke cleared away the insects.
The smoke cleared away the insects. That's right.
Oh, very cool. And so who ultimately won?
It was taken as a draw because we got a hold of orc bodies and troll bodies and put them in our vehicles to take back to the command center, but we weren't tough enough to crack the castle and get inside.
And you guys were in half tracks.
We were in big half tracks, yeah.
If I remember the article correctly. Very cool.
Yep, you do. Yeah, it was a fun battle. Gary had brilliant ideas. That guy, nobody ever came close to him game design wise.
Half tracks. I haven't heard about half tracks in God. How long?
A long time, yes.
Since your original enlistment when you used them yourself?
That's why I like combining modern tech with fantasy. I just think it's a fun idea. That's why that Forgotten Ruins is going to be a big, big deal.
Boy, I sure hope so.
Oh my God.
Now, in the first novel, do they know about the nanotechnology?
No, they do not.
Okay.
They just know that they've ended up somewhere Tolkien. And it's basically a ranger detachment, probably company-sized element. And they get surrounded by an orc horde. And the orc horde has access to dark sorcerers, giants, trolls, and ogres.
Fun.
And that army tries to overrun them, and the rangers teach them the error of their ways.
as rangers do.
Right.
Sponte.
And then they boogie, and they decide, well, since you dared to attack us, we're going to go take your fortress. And then because the rangers, like, the first part of the novel that's really fun is the rangers are doing really well what they don't like to do, which is defend. Rangers are troops that are primarily concerned with raids, in and out, hit and fade, that kind of stuff. So when they actually get a chance to do that, they just roll. They roll the guy that's behind it all, which is kind of a fun little twist. So I think it'll be a good opening. Audible has actually considering, because there's a new service that starts in July. So it's basically going to be like streaming audio. And they're thinking about taking, the reason there's a delay, besides me waiting on the editing, is they're thinking about taking it and sectioning it up as a streaming audio download, pre-listen.
Ooh, congratulations. That's a big deal.
That would be really cool. I think that the thing we need to come up with is who's the narrator. And I'll probably always default towards Ray Porter, because I think Ray Porter does sort of your best. He does really good military voices. He does a lot of other great voices because he's just a solid actor.
I like Ray Porter a lot. He does the Terminalist series as well. He kills it.
Yeah.
So
Ray is actually the GE brand ambassador.
Really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
I had a question for that for you, Nick. I've been reading the Casca, the Eternal Mercenary.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what a great set of books.
So is Rex at all like influenced by that?
Totally.
Because I get like heavy Casca vibes from Rex. So
Rex is just that guy that just war is his default position.
Yeah.
And he's not like, he has one thing that he guides himself by, and that's something he learned from his dad, which is don't do anything you'd ever be ashamed of. Rex is not a deep thinker. And remember, when you first meet him in Galactic Outlaws, he's losing his mind. He's got space Alzheimer's from being 2,000 years old, and he's still killing everybody. So Rex may forget everything and even lose touch with who he is, but he's a very front sight forward kind of lifestyle. So the worst, literally, you could probably. I mean, he just like he may forget everything, but he'll never forget the art of war. Now, is that because of how he was trained during sort of post-apocalyptic Earth, or is that because when he was on the Morai, when he was a slave, that they basically had an arena, and they basically put him to death 1,000 times and brought him back and just made him an even better warrior, which that's kind of hinted at. And then you see when Gotsulis goes off in Imperator that he kind of undergoes the same kind of, die 1,000 times to learn your way through it kind of training.
Yeah.
Imperator was such a good book.
I think getting to write, my favorite review out of that one is if Star Wars was written by Hunter S. Thompson. I'm like, yep, that's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's high praise.
So, so we're right now we're working on 3 more Tyrus Rex novels. The next one is Killer from the Future, where the future decides to get rid of Rex. And I think that'll be fun because we get to jump forward and look at what's become of the Legion, and it's not pretty. Yeah.
Are we going to do any more Coca-Cola books?
Coca-Cola. Oh, Soda Pop Soldier?
Yeah.
I have the next one, which is called. Did you read Control Alt Revolt?
Yes, I did.
You did. That's the prequel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So the next one is called The Ultra Violent Show. So basically, Perfect Question was banned for life from playing video games.
Oh, wow.
And then he lost his leg in the war on Mars. So now he comes back and he does what every vet does, is he gets to couch surf for a while.
I thought you were going to say he starts a t-shirt company.
He starts No, he does what all the rest of us did, is you get to couch surf and figure out your life. But I think sort of like future Hollywood, which is probably going to be set in Brazil, they have plans to put him in a reality TV show that's a video game. And so he's going to have to kind of figure his way out. I think he's got to work through some PTSD. But of course, video games will be inherent to that. But, GE is the moneymaker, and I think Forgotten Ruin is about to become the moneymaker. And Soda Pop Soldier, because it's a cursed series, will never be the moneymaker. So, and then there's another series I have called Weird. And I love both of those series, but they got to hang because GE must be served.
Sure, I understand.
Yeah. And JR, you got something coming up, right?
Yeah, I had to finish. I think I talked to Jason about it, but I had some family stuff came up with the homeschooling, but that's all done, and they're going back to school next semester. So I've started. I'm 11,000 words now into Reservist 2, and then after that, I have a separate series.
Nice.
Walt, you're working on a novel, right?
I just submitted number 3, so those should be out relatively shortly.
And you're gonna rapid release those?
That all depends on them. I'm just the keyboard monkey.
Can you give us an elevator pitch?
Clone Wars meets John Wick.
Nice.
Oh, wow!
I want to read that.
What's that? Yeah, it was fun. It was definitely fun.
The art is sexy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, those covers are just dope. Oh my god. So really fantastic. But with that being said, James, you had mentioned also that you had just submitted something for an adventure you were writing, correct?
Yeah. I turned it over to Fireside Creations. They're my Florida publisher. And it's another Dragon Scale story. That's the fantasy that uses a deck of cards. And it's a great idea. It really is a really good idea. I take a fantasy city, which is a big sprawling place, and I fill it full of skeletons. And so the people are going crazy trying to defend themselves against the undead. And you're the adventurers that are going to solve the problem and figure out how to stop the skeletons from rising from their graves.
I think Sergeant Destro has that answer. You just nuke them from the subway.
Wouldn't that be nice? But yeah, no nukes in the chromatic kingdoms.
that you know of.
Yeah.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Uh-huh.
And when there isn't that, there's always Clipper.
There's always Clipper, yeah.
Hey, well, guys, thanks for coming out. We'll pick this up next time when we investigate the mysterious hatch that has just shown up under the creatures we just destroyed. And thanks for hanging out on the live